Welcome to My on Mondays, an explorative approach to the possessive My through narratives, art, and sound. I'm Matt Bunk. This week we have a reading from Kiala Siman. Kyla is at work on her first book of poetry, The Girl in the Motel Room. Here she is.
This first one is called Annual Rings. If you slice me open like an axe to a tree, you could count my annual rings and study them. See which years were bountiful, which ones were filled with drought, the ones where pain soaked through my trunk, the years where growth was palpable and significant, and the years where survival was the prize. Times where the mycelium was abundant, channeling all the nutrients to my roots. I had so much I could even share with others. My pot was overflowing. But other rings would show the opposite. When the dirt was spoiled, depleted of everything good, when I didn't have anything for myself, and nothing had anything for me. Or when pests invaded, and there was a war on these branches, chemicals working on my behalf, a poison to the enemies swarming me, but an antidote to my own wounds. A brutal battleground. I barely made it out alive. The signs etched all over me. Some years, the carbon dioxide was scarce. The oxygen produced was useless. Some years, I took more than I could give. But even then, like the tree, I stretched up, contorting my body in every way, desperately grasping at the sunlight, every part of me yearning for its warmth. The wavelengths filled with magic that once I harnessed turned me into a master of alchemy, creating food and energy for these cells, allowing them to get stronger, multiply, and thrive. Like the tree, arms extended, I am open to it all, and I have everything I need. Like the tree, it's not 1 year that defines me. This next one is called Wild. The people here will tell you to wash your face, pull your hair back, and not get your dress dirty. Chew with your mouth closed, don't be too loud or honest, and make sure your words are carved out of niceness before you ask if they are even true. Always check your teeth and smile wide at strangers. Be beautiful. There's only one way to do this. Be graceful. There's only one way to do this. But I am wild. Dirty, callous feet, scratches on my hands, sticks and flower petals in my hair. There's dirt under my nails from digging in the earth, and my dress is stained with honey and wine. I smell like lilacs and tree bark. I track dirt into the house and eat with my hands, and when I'm finished, I lick my fingers and plate clean before running outside into the creek. I'm still learning not to care about things like my messy hair, or if my laugh is too loud, or my teeth too crooked and yellow. I am wild. I came into this world wet and screaming, and I will find my way back to freedom. This next one is called No One Is Coming. I guess I've looked silly all these years, hands outstretched and open, waiting for someone to grab them so they can lead me the right way, tell me where to go. I had my larynx cut out and put in a box, ready for someone else, someone who is capable of giving me the right words, a voice worth listening to, something commanding and powerful. I've had these shoes for years. I hope whoever comes likes them. My feet will go wherever you take me, because you must know best. And I mostly feel like I know nothing. I'm so patient, I think to myself, standing here, hand outstretched, voice in a box, and a pair of shoes at the ready. I'm ready when you are. I got hugs, words of encouragement. I was even told to trust myself, but they must not know me very well. I got everything except what I really needed. But a harsh reality has settled in my spine and on my chest. No one is coming. No one is going to show me the way. No one is going to hand me a map with a dotted red line or write down directions to my destiny. No one is coming. It's time to take my voice and use it. It's time to walk my own path. My hands are meant for greater things than patience. So go forth. Know that there is no right path or right step. The path is right because you're there. The words are right because they are coming out of your mouth. Your hands will do beautiful things because they are attached to you. No one is coming, but you have star stuff and guides, spirits and ancestors, a long line of survivors, all embedded in yourselves. Go forth, my love. The world is waiting. This poem is called Gray. I found the color gray when I crawled out from beneath feather-thin pages with a man's name written in red. What a concept. A color that isn't black or white. I struggled to understand, but once you see gray, you can't unsee it. It all changes. Everything changes. I fell in love with a man that didn't have a cross hanging on his chest, and funny enough, his question shattered the shaky foundation of my faith. Big, fat cracks formed that I couldn't understand. Huge openings so vast that I looked to those pages to help me fill them. How surprising that godless man showed me more about unconditional love than anyone else. And with no threat of hell or disappointment, on the day I spoke my vows, I saw infinity in his eyes. 3.14 and on and on and on. Love that is always the same, a constant. This is ground I can build my life on. This is safe. How funny. The font on those feather-thin pages, I thought they held me steady. I thought they helped me stand. I thought they helped me see the world around me. In fact, their sturdy legs were wobbly, though massive, and living in their shadow actually shielded me from the truth, from thought, from reality. There was once community between these words. At one point, there was love. I thought acceptance was rooted in these walls, but the wells of grace and mercy ran dry the day they nailed him to the cross. Or maybe they never existed. Just words written on a page by men with egos so big they claimed their words were from God. What a loss, but oh my God, how much I have gained living in the color gray. The last poem I'm going to read is called Gratitude. I woke up soaked in gratitude. I would have welcomed any clouds, smiled at any hint of gray in the sky, but none were to be found. The sky was a proud shade of blue. The grass greeted my feet, gently caressing the space between my toes. The shadows from the trees danced on my face, allowing flickers of sun to keep me warm, the splashes of shade to keep me cool. I don't think a better temperature existed. I heard birds, so many types, but I didn't know the name of them, but it didn't seem important. I listened to their songs and smiled. In that moment, we spoke the same language. They mentioned the trees and the sun, and I, the flowers and the dragonflies. They let me go about my day, but there were no goodbyes. We knew we would see each other again. A small spider crawled on my hand. Barely felt it because its legs were so thin. It propped up its legs and a thin strand appeared, and it began to weave a web on my fingers. I watched in awe. The spider must have thought, this is a good place. This is a good home. And I'm grateful to have been chosen for these minutes. I tried to set the small creature down, but it floated between my hands. The other end of silk found another part of me, and I watched it being held up by some unknown force, a bit of magic. And I felt enchanted. I am here on this planet. I get to see sunrises and sunsets, mend wounds on little knees, kiss foreheads, lose myself in the arms of my lover, breathe in their scent, and rest for a while. I pick raspberries in a white dress, and butterflies glide along the leaves. A couple of bees jump from flower to flower. A perfect breeze glides along my face. I take a deep breath in and close my eyes. I had big dreams when I was a child. It can be so easy to dream of greatness, of fame and fortune, of being known amongst the masses. Now, all I desire, all I need, is what I have. And what I have is more than enough.
My on Mondays is brought to you by Ming Studios, a contemporary art space and international artist residency program in Boise, Idaho. For more information about Ming's programming, or if you'd like to participate in My on Mondays, you can visit our website at mingstudios.org. We'll be back next Monday.